Some places don't shout for your attention. They just wait quietly for you to slow down. Tucked into the Ozarks, Bull Shoals, Arkansas isn't the kind of town you rush through. It's the kind you ease into. A turn off the highway, a view you didn't expect, a morning that feels a little softer than the one you left behind. The best road trips don't always lead to big cities or famous landmarks. Sometimes they lead somewhere quieter. We came here on a road trip, unsure of what to expect and wondering what this small town has to offer. What we're about to learn is that though Bull Shoals is quiet and peaceful, there is an energy, an excitement that is bubbling in this community.
We pulled up to the visitor center, Gaston Visitor Center, and we're going to look at, I think we're looking at the lakeside, the river. I think this is the lakeside. I'm not sure which side of the dam. I guess we haven't crossed, so this is the lake. River's on the other side. We're going to check it out.
Sitting high above Bull Shoals Dam, the James A. Gaston Visitor Center is the perfect place to start your adventure in the Bull Shoals area. So what you're looking at here is Bull Shoals Lake on one side and the White River on the other side.
I don't know if they do the same generation like they do at Greer's Ferry, I'm assuming, but there's a lot of churning water coming out into the White River, so I'm assuming things are open or the generators are on or whatever. I was enjoying looking at the view of the dam and the lake and the river. Totally forgot that this is where we're going to be going inside tomorrow with Jay to tour, so that's pretty exciting. I was looking at it and just lost my train of thought, and then it's pretty neat that we'll be inside there tomorrow under that water.
Since 9/11, they don't offer tours anymore inside these dams to the public, which is why we have partnered with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to film tours so that us and you guys can all see how they work and what they look like on the inside. I'm really excited about this one because we have toured Greer's Ferry Dam, and I know a lot of you have seen that video. This dam is much bigger than Greer's Ferry. We were told to wear our walking shoes because we're going to be climbing a lot of stairs in there. It's supposed to be massive, but right now we're going to go in the visitor center. Inside, you'll find beautiful exhibits, a theater, and big windows with stunning views of the White River, Bull Shoals Lake, and the dam itself. It's not just a visitor center, it's where the story of this amazing lake, river, and community comes to life.
So glad to finally be here seeing this. It's a very massive dam. It's beautiful to watch the White River come out of the lake. I'm glad we're finally here.
One thing we always do at state parks is get our state park passport stamps. If you haven't picked up one of those, they're free. You can pick them up at any state park, and there's 52 state parks, and you just get them stamped to mark that you've been there. We're going over the dam! We found I just fell off the road. We found a picnic spot by the lake. And from here you can see Gaston's Visitor Center where we just were, which is pretty cool. It's awesome to drive across this dam. Y'all know how it is when you have like read or heard about a place for so long and then you finally come. I don't know, it's like a full circle moment. But I'm going to show you the visitor center from here. The little thing. That's where we just were, right over there.
You've fallen off everything today. There was a lot more than that. There's giant pieces of sticky, gummy something that some kid dropped everywhere and left oozing on the concrete. So we're trying to clean it up so we can sit and put our feet under this table.
I made peanut butter and honey sandwiches, which would have been better if we would have added tomato and mayonnaise and taken away the peanut butter and the honey. But nonetheless, lunch was great, and now we're going to do the Lakeside Trail. It says it's 1 mile loop, and we're hoping it actually means Lakeside, which actually I can see water through there.
Because if I'm going to hike and I can see the water, I prefer that. I love to see the water. 1 mile loop. We come to a fork, so I'm going to choose to go toward the water, and I guess it all comes out to the same place.
I can already feel that lake breeze. It's actually, when we woke up this morning, it was 56 degrees. So not quite lake weather. We're thinking about maybe kayaking later if we have time. But I bet that water is cold.
No markings, but foot trail goes this way. I'm gonna assume straight ahead through here. What hits me in the chest hits you in the face.
Yeah.
This is the closest we've ever been to Bull Shoals Lake. We haven't even touched the water yet. There's this one YouTube traveler that we like to follow, and he travels all over the United States. And he, you know, ocean to ocean and all that stuff. And that's one thing he does. Like, even if he doesn't get in and swim, he at least touches the water. I think that's a good idea. We're definitely gonna get close enough to touch the water, if not kayak on it, but look at this. I know there's wider, expansive views somewhere else, but it's a pretty good view just here from the trail. Apparently this is a den tree. It says this large hollow tree has no value for lumber. However, it is a very valuable home for animals. Raccoons, opossums, squirrels, and other animals need trees like this to raise their young, protect them from the cold, storms, and predators. And then you can see underneath, it's hollow. Definitely looks like something's been living in it.
In the distance you can see the bluffs, the tall rock bluffs along the edge of the lake, and they look white, whereas Greer's Ferry they're brown. And I think we read that these are limestone bluffs, so it's cool. In the distance you can see the white cliffs.
There are no bugs in that. Looks like a great place for ticks. If you haven't watched our Gilbert video yet, go back and watch that one and see the ticky situation we got ourselves in there. This definitely feels ticky. So this entire tree fell over. This is the root ball. And it still has grasses growing on the front side.
Big.
It's pretty cool. I mean, sad for the tree, I guess, but it's got to fall sometime. It's fun.
It looks to me like quartz, but I thought we were too far north for quartz. More research shall go into this.
That one's shiny.
Not good.
What?
Our youngest was talking about ticks. She calls everything ticks. I figured it was little spiders. But I looked down and there's something crawling on my leg, and it's not just a tick, seed tick. So I killed it between two rocks, but I'm afraid we may have got into a nest, and there could be a lot more where that came from.
Kind of looked like you enjoyed it.
Trying to get it through there quickly. The ticks won't have time to find me.
We are driving through Damsite Park here on Bull Shoals, and I've had a lot of you guys tell me this is where you like to come camp. I didn't realize, since this is our first time here, that this is actually a city-run park. They lease it from the Corps. It's really nice. A lot of the picnic tables are covered.
Here's a pull through.
And yeah, there's a pull through. They've got a picnic area.
2 different bathrooms with showers, running, flush toilets and showers, 2 different places.
There's another pool.
And the park host told us that campfire is included. And campfire. Firewood is included.
Delivered.
And delivered to your site, which is really, really awesome.
You could have a campfire for free. No, I mean you can have firewood for free. You're a goof.
He thinks he's cute. This is a really nice park. Now I know why y'all like to come here. I want to come here too.
And it is just right down the road from the state park, like incredibly close to the visitor center. So you're right in the middle of everything.
Obviously it's called Damsite Park because it's right next to the dam, and there is a boat launch right here too.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
Ooh. I'm hitting a pothole. Nice park. Very nice park. Y'all check it out if you haven't been here.
We are at Point Return, we think, and also Brown's Beach at Bull Shoals.
This is beautiful. It's kind of hard to park and film.
Curb.
Curb. We came down to somewhere where I'm not sure where we are. I'll have to get Timothy to remind me. But we found this little swim spot up. There's primitive camping up the hill. And we brought our camp chairs and swim shoes. I don't think we're actually going to get in the water because it's pretty chilly. But we're definitely going to wade. And the kids have made little boats out of nuts and leaves, so they've been trying to sail boats. And they found a crawfish. So we're just like snacking. I made Timothy a peanut butter sandwich, so he's happy. As long as he has a peanut butter sandwich in his hand. But this is beautiful, man. Bull Shoals Lake is just gorgeous. And we've only seen like almost none of it. It's so huge. He just started crawling. Someone down here made a heart out of rocks. And so the kids use rocks and put I love you in the middle of it. I'll show you. See? I love you.
You see it? Yeah, there's a stick. Right here.
It feels so good to be here. We wouldn't have come to the town of Bull Shoals had Keith Hilburn not reached out and said, hey, y'all come. We were coming up here to do the dam tour, which we're doing tomorrow. But this is what happens when people reach out and say, hey, you should come see my town. We come see their town and we realize why they love it so much. It's cool. That's the whole purpose, right, of our like All About Arkansas Facebook page and allaboutarkansas.com and the YouTube is to experience other people's hometowns and favorite places, and then we get to share it all with you. But did he leave? I think the crawfish just went back into the lake.
Get back over the rock. Right
next
there.
to that stick. Oh, I see him.
Let me see. Is it attached good? Mm-hmm. Got water shoes.
Oh, he went.
Man, whoa. He gone.
Oh, there he went.
Oh, pull me off. Sorry, he went the other way. We got confused. Chilly. I'm not gonna fall in.
You want chili?
No, it's a little too chilly to get above knee high.
Just a few months ago, I didn't know there was a town called Bull Shoals. I only thought it was the name of the lake. I'm so glad Keith extended a hand of hospitality so we wouldn't miss this wonderful place. And we've only scratched the surface. Sometimes when we announce where we're going, there will be some people who say, "Don't go there, it's boring." Well, I'm here to say that I haven't been bored in Arkansas yet. So, what's up next on the agenda here?
So we've moved locations, and this view at the don't tell me Lake Therapy rental is unbelievable. It is just a bird's eye view of a huge section of Bull Shoals Lake and the entire dam on the left side. It's stunning, and I just can't get enough of looking at this view. It is beautiful at sunset, beautiful all day.
And when he says we've moved locations, he means vacation rentals. And this house is called Lake Therapy. Today, we have a full lineup of events. We're all wearing matching shirts. Thank you to the t-shirt shop in Bull Shoals for this. But we are headed to a cavern, mountain village. I think we're gonna go eat.
We're gonna get on the lake on a boat with someone, which will be fun.
We have a ton of stuff that we're gonna do in Bull Shoals today and on the lake. So it's gonna be a full day. I hope you're ready. Grab a cup of coffee or a glass of iced tea and settle in. Well, the motorcycle guy is in a hurry. And we keep passing by the gas station and we really need to get gas. But we're always in a hurry to get to the next place. So if we run out of gas, somebody, one of you, is gonna have to come push us or bring us a can of gas. Hidden beneath the Ozark Hills, Bull Shoals Caverns is a beautiful cave system that you must see. We had no idea this was even here, which is why we're excited to take you with us today. This is definitely something we all should see together. Cool year-round and full of history, it's one of Bull Shoals' most fascinating hidden wonders. And it's just steps away from the historic mountain village 1890 above ground.
My name is Jim. Welcome to Mountain Village 1890 and Bull Shoals Caverns. If you guys have any questions at all as we go down and through the cave, I want you to ask those questions. Also, if you have a phone or a camera or a GoPro or a video camera or any of those kind of devices, you are more than encouraged to take any pictures that you might like. If you do use social media, I think there's some that use social media around here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah. What is the name of your social media account? Let them know they're all about Arkansas, folks, and your purpose, correct me if I'm wrong, you're sort of visiting North Arkansas, you're getting a good layout for the whole area, and you will be posting on your, I'm assuming your Facebook account, your YouTube account, and then we'll give you that name once again when you leave. Let's go down to the cave.
All right.
The cave that we're about to go into, folks, is what we call a saltpeter cavern. Saltpeter was one of the main ingredients in the making of gunpowder. And guess what? During the course of the Civil War soldiers did use our cave on a number of occasions. Now, to be perfectly honest, there are other caves that are down on the White River. They are a little bit closer in proximity to the White River. They were used a little bit more extensively than our cavern, but nonetheless, they could have used our cave. The cave is a nice cool 59 or 60 degrees. It does maintain that temperature year round. So you can come down here in the middle of, well, today and get cool, or you can come down here at Christmas Day and actually get warm. It is what we call a tunnel cave. It is not a cave with huge, gigantic rooms. Basically, at one point, it was an underground stream or an underground river. The water would be coming through here. It would dissolve away at the limestone. You're in a limestone cavern. As that water was dissolving away at the limestone, every once in a while, it would find weaker spots. And when it would sort of spin around in a circle. And that's what created that upside down bowl shape you see above some of your heads right there. We opened up as a tourist attraction in the summer of 1960. So we've been here about 65 years. We are designated a National Historic Place on the National Historic Registry. The cave is basically somewhat simple. It was formed with two words, water and erosion. And this young guy, he spotted it. Every time you see those little holes or little upside down bowl shapes, it's all been caused by spinning water during the initial formation of the cave. This is one of the things that they did in prior years and prior ownerships of the caverns right there.
so cool, and I can't believe that's in Bull Shoals. And I've never heard of it before, but now you all know about it, so you need to come here and see this. It was very, very similar to
Cosmic Caverns in Berryville, so it's decent. I mean, it's not as big as Blanchard, but it's very nice, and I would say it's the medium size, just like Cosmic and those up in Eureka and Mystic Caverns. So very cool. Had no idea there was one here, and a very neat thing to do while you're here. If I look wet still, you may not be able to tell. I have two huge soaking wet spots because I got clay from the sides of the cave on my shirt. So I tried to use paper towels and scrub it with water to keep it from staining until we get back to the rental, so I'm now wet.
You got to run around now and dry yourself. Now we are in the part of this property that's called Mountain Village 1890. So it is a shaded area here full of historic buildings. And the man who started this area, he and his wife, from what I understand, drove all over north central Arkansas and southern Missouri, and they gathered all of these historic buildings and they brought them here. And there are interpretive signs for each one. There's a church right over here that I'm looking at, a bank, a store, a dog trot, I believe. So you can, part of the tour is seeing all of these historic buildings.
This church was built in 1888 and was moved here intact 126 miles from Blue Eye, Missouri. The bell is even older. The bell is from 1865 from Ash Flat. There's no sign that says not to pull, and this is clearly to pull the bell. I can feel and hear it rocking, but Lindsay says it's going to fall on our head, so
please don't.
Not to do it.
Not to do it.
But it is moving. I can feel it.
The sign says this house was built in 1874, and the man built it was a man of means. He had an indoor toilet, white picket fence, and some other things. Personally, I love the look of this house, and I could totally live in something like this.
It's actually in there.
Hey, a sliding window. Slid. Slide.
Over here seems to be the Calico Rock Jail. And it said it was used in the movie Bootlegger, which I've never heard of. Doesn't look like fun to me, huh?
Hot in here. On a hot box.
I can see you, babe.
One of the things sold here was charred barrels for aging moonshine in the Ozarks. That bank was the oldest remaining all-wood board building in the state. Sign says that Herbert Hoover stayed in this house, which was like a lodging, for 3 weeks in 1890 something. He was a surveyor working in the area after he graduated from Stanford University, and he stayed here for 3 weeks, the president. It's pretty amazing. We're getting very low on gasoline. We're gonna have to stop touring at some point to fill up, or we're not gonna make it any farther.
Are you gonna push this?
Nope, 3/4 ton, don't feel like pushing it. But it drinks it. It drinks that gas.
Bush's Pizza has been around since 1987, and they still use the same recipe for the crust and the sauce and maybe something else since 1987.
These are garlic, there's one intact one. These are garlic knots. They're very good with marinara sauce.
What's in a mozzarella?
Yes, and garlic. We just left Bush's Pizza, which a lot of people have said is great, and we agree that it's good stuff. My favorite was the chicken bacon ranch that we had, and the garlic knots, the garlic bread with, I think, mozzarella in it. All excellent. We really enjoyed it. Nice people. Highly recommend Bush's Pizza.
People come here to Bull Shoals and the area to fish in the lake, and then of course the trout fishing in the White River is known around the world, and Bush's Pizza is always a favorite, and now we know why. It was really good. We're on our way now to Bull Shoals Lake because we're going to take a pontoon ride to see the lake and the dam from the lakeside. And then tomorrow we're going to take a boat ride on the White River to see the dam from the riverside.
That's what you do, kids. Just grab like for example, do that. And I'm just gonna show you, and then they'll start. Don't dump the whole bag.
I guess the cart probably still shows when the kids come in, do they?
Yeah. Turtle is coming up there to.
Yeah, the other fish are like nothing.
Oh, I got it. The turtle ate one.
Oh yeah.
We have seen a lot of big fish, but those were massive. Don't you think, babe?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, massive.
Big carp.
And I didn't catch it on camera because I was taking photos, but they started like really fighting over the food. It was crazy. But now we are on our way to a pontoon ride.
The dark cloud in the reflection looks like pitch black. It's pretty weird. Looks really dark.
Hello.
She's still at the house.
Nice boat.
Oh, thank you. Come on in.
Step on over, buddy.
Gonna go to the dam and back.
So what are we looking at?
These would be the fish here.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Bull Shoals Lake is one of Arkansas's most beautiful and impressive bodies of water, stretching across 45,000 acres with nearly 1,000 miles of shoreline. This massive lake was created in the early 1950s when the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers built Bull Shoals Dam on the White River. At the time, it was one of the largest concrete dams in the nation, designed to help control flooding, generate hydroelectric power, and create a world-class recreation area. Today, Bull Shoals Lake is a paradise for boaters, anglers, and scuba divers alike. The clear, deep water is home to bass, crappie, catfish, and walleye, drawing fishermen from all over the country. Surrounded by stunning bluffs, campgrounds, and resorts, it's the perfect place to slow down, cast a line, or watch the sunset over the Ozarks. Whether you come for the fishing, the boating, or the beauty, Bull Shoals Lake is pure Arkansas magic.
Very nice boat ride. We got to see a lot of the lake.
What was cool was seeing the dam from the lakeside, like from in the boat where you can get up near the buoys. That was really cool. Rick was a great guy. Thank you, Rick, for taking us, and Keith for setting that up. That was awesome to see. We have been just like going nonstop while we've been here, and it's interesting to me how you can like not know a town even exists. And then when you're made aware of it, you come and realize that there's, you know, like a cavern and historic buildings and beautiful access points to the lake and tons of awesome people. I'm not sure if I said this before, but this house I think was built sometime in the 60s or 70s. It's also fun to think about how someone raised a family here.
People sit here with the same view for big events like maybe JFK assassination or other things that happened in those decades is pretty amazing.
This house is called Lake Therapy, but Timothy was also pointing out that, you know, before this, they would have just had a view of the river, which I don't think this house wasn't here then. But this view at one point was just a view of the White River, and now it's this massive lake. And we spent a long time out, I think 2 hour and a half, 2 hours on it yesterday evening with Keith and Rick. And I mean, it's just huge. You look at an overhead map, it just looks like a very spidery snake almost, but you assume it's all skinny, but it's not. It's just huge. Like, there's so many places that you can be.
I've seen several bald eagles, one from this property and one, what was it?
Red Bluff.
Oh yeah, that was on the river. But seeing those is always just a treat. They're just so majestic, and so I guess farther north maybe they're more common. We see them sometimes in Central Arkansas, but I think maybe north is better. But to see those in the wild is always, you just feel like you were just really lucky to see that.
We are getting ready and headed out to Gaston's White River Resort, which is on the White River. It's world famous, and we're going to go out on the White River, which we've never done before. We're going to eat, and supposedly there's like a bird sanctuary. It's a whole situation down there. We're going to see what it's about, and we're going to take you with us.
Yes, we are. You want to say hi?
Hey, before we take off, gang, I just want to tell you thank you so much. You know, I look at your guys' stuff, and you do a lot for outdoor rec and for the state, and that's huge.
Thank you.
And it means the world. You guys shine a really good light on, the wholesomeness of our state and the things that a family can do, and I dig it. Perfect. It just snapped up there, one there. Oh yeah, like a glove. I grew up in Bull Shoals, and I went away like most people do to go see the big world.
Sure.
Turns out it's terrible.
Good life is right
Arkansas is the best place ever.
It's like a Hallmark movie, right? You
It's-
go back to the small town.
Yeah. Hey everybody, this is Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Oh, I'll get this way since you're good to meet you.
Today we're heading upstream on the White River with two expert fishing guides from Gaston's White River Resort, one of the most well-known trout fishing spots in the country. They took us out by boat so we could get some incredible photos and video of Bull Shoals Dam for our behind-the-scenes dam tour, which y'all definitely need to go check out. The White River flows for more than 700 miles, starting in the Boston Mountains of northwest Arkansas, winding through southern Missouri, and then back into Arkansas before eventually joining the Mississippi River. It's one of the most scenic and productive cold water fisheries in the U.S. Because of the cold water release from Bull Shoals Dam, this stretch of river stays cool year-round, perfect for rainbow brown, brook, and cutthroat trout. It's also home to world record brown trout, which keeps anglers from around the world coming back year after year. Fishing the White River isn't just fun, it's a big part of the local economy. Small towns from Bull Shoals to Cotter and Calico Rock depend on this river for jobs and visitors. And Arkansans take that responsibility seriously. Local guides alike are passionate about protecting the White River, practicing catch and release when possible, keeping the banks clean, and following fishing regulations that help preserve this incredible fishery for future generations.
Hey, that was great. We appreciate it. Hey, thank you for those words because that's something we're going to think about for months to come. That we truly desire for more people. That was incredible. The White River is a lot wider than Little Red, so that was neat. And we got to see heron, and we got to go up to the dam and feel those cold pockets of air in this hot weather. It felt amazing. Just beautiful scenery and a beautiful way to see the dam and the river. And I'm sure that trout fishing on there is really amazing as well with these guys.
There was also an eagle's nest, which I tried to get on camera. We'll see how well that turns out. But there were so many pockets of like cool air that you could feel. And we went by the state park. These guys have been doing this for a long time. Matt, the guy who was in our boat, he's second generation trout guide here. Gaston's even has its own airstrip. It's a 3,200 foot Bermuda grass runway right along the river. It's open to guests and visiting pilots, so you can fly in and stay and eat, or you can just walk around and see the planes.
Ribeye steak.
That's all? You're gonna use a complete sentence?
I'm eating a juicy, medium cooked ribeye steak, and it's delightful. Don't run into me.
The baby doesn't know.
Hey, babies.
Don't come
You're
back.
gonna come back.
Go the other way, Dobert. Just keep running down the road and checking again, see if I'm still here.
Oh, here we go.
Smart.
Today in Bull Shoals is the miles and miles of yard sales. So I think it's like, was that town Midland? Lakeview and Bull Shoals. You can drive forever in there. Everybody's having yard sales. They're also having a firehouse open house, and the kids can crawl around in fire trucks, and there's like water ball fights and obstacle courses. And then we're also going to eat at Connie's Cafe, which has apparently been around forever. I posted about it on Facebook and the response was crazy. So Dan over there invited us to come check it out, and that's what we're gonna do.
Looking forward to it.
You ready for a full day?
We're gonna have more to see in this Bull Shoals area, and then after that enjoy the lake some more.
I think we're all pretty worn out. We have been going and going and going because there was actually ended up being way more here to see than what we expected. I'm walking around because I gotta help him back out of this driveway. There really is a lot to do here, and you can stay busy for a while if you want to.
I forgot to fix my hair today.
Yeah, you look good.
Say it doesn't move.
It looks good.
Okay.
All right, just back it straight up.
Straight up. Let me cut that way.
Cut some. All right, straighten it up. All these homes here are built on this hillside so that they all have lake views, and the driveways are a bit tight if you drive a truck like we do, but we manage. Got it. You can keep going. Yeah, you can go
All I gotta do is miss the big one. I can drive over the short one.
Yeah, you can go back as far as you want.
This truck wasn't made for that.
All right, buckle up, let's go. We noticed the people next door drive a Jeep. They did have a truck up there, but it wasn't one like ours. It wasn't a 250, it was shorter. Our turning radius stinks. we've talked about that before with you guys. Like, we cannot, like, even trying to get in like a Dollar General parking lot is a beast. I don't know what it is about the Ford F-250. I don't know if it's just the Super Duties or if it's a Ford thing. Well, we had a Ford Escape one time when we were first married, and the turning radius on it stunk. I mean, it's just a little short SUV, but you needed like a whole big parking lot just to turn around. That's no good. That's something that you really don't think about when you buy a vehicle, but it turns out to be a big deal.
You start off with the truck is about 22 feet long, and then you add a bad turning radius, and you need a lot of room to maneuver. We were just down there in the river on the boats yesterday.
One thing is for sure, we've never been in a fire truck before, so I hope it's not just for kids, because I do plan on climbing up in there.
Capsitilioso.
Is that a word?
Yeah, it's on Andy Griffith.
Okay. Oh, then it's definitely a word if it's on Andy Griffith.
Howdy! Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Not bad.
What do you think? Thank you very much. What'd you think about that?
That's pretty cool.
We could play under it. Just run around.
Oh. Woo! We just left the fire station, and the firefight was really cool. I'm not sure. I think there was some cheating going on, because I think one guy shot another guy with the fire hose. And I might have got that on camera, otherwise we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen.
I stood as close as I could to this water fight because a little bit of the spray was flying, and it's so hot today that a little bit of that mist was hitting me, which felt good. Wish I could have got more of that. It is hot.
I think it's 93 degrees today in Bull Shoals. It feels like 96. Probably if Timothy could have paid for someone to shoot him with a fire hose, he would have. You could have volunteered to be the buoy.
Yes.
Now we are on our way to eat at Connie's Cafe, which apparently people drive out of their way to come eat here, and we're looking forward to seeing what all the fuss is about.
This is the Boss Burger. It's insane.
What is it? Bacon and...
Bacon, onion, and a whiskey sauce.
Let's see, oh. You keep trying to eat it. Okay, now you can eat it. You attacked it. I got a veggie breakfast burrito. It's massive. And then we've got a pancake over here that used to look like a person's face, but she's eating it. We've got biscuits and gravy, smoked salmon, another burger. This is really, really good.
Smiling?
You can smile. I'm filming you. No. I'm filming you to put you on the YouTube.
About what?
Well, I mean, we
It was
can't.
about the napkin conversation.
Okay, so I told the waitress that we didn't need napkins for our to-go boxes,
like
and now you're upset about it.
Napkins were being offered. There's no reason to deny them.
You like a good napkin.
I'm eating. Yes, I need napkins.
Well, you have napkins here. I just
Is
meant
the
to
burger
go.
on my face.
No. After eating at Connie's, we are going to walk it off a little bit here at Bull Shoals White River State Park. We came by here the other day
After the dam tour.
after the dam tour, but we didn't really do much walking. We just came to just get a quick look. But today, we're going to walk it a little bit and see what we think about the campsites and show it to you guys.
It's actually way too hot to walk right now, but we didn't want to miss the chance to see the park a little bit more before we left town because we're here. So we're going to walk and look around, enjoy the river, but it'd be really nice if it's 70 degrees right now, and it is not.
In our last video, you saw that we were in Gilbert, which is known as the coolest town in Arkansas because it is literally has the coolest air temperature the majority of the time in the summer than, well, I don't know, maybe year round, than any other place in Arkansas. It is not like that here in Bull Shoals right now. It's warm. Summer has returned. I think it's called Indian summer now. We had a bit of fall, that's over. The closer we're getting down to the river though, I can feel the coolness of the water, which helps.
We were out here yesterday with Mike and Matt, and that was a great time to get to ride on their fishing boats up to the dam. We were on the river yesterday, and just now we were in the dock at the state park. It's amazing how you will feel these moments of that cold air rushing off the river, and it's like immediate, hold her hand, it's like immediate air conditioning, and then it'll go away and it'll be hot again, but then you'll feel another draft come through, and I don't know what causes that, but it's really, you really can feel it drop like 20 degrees and feel like you're in a swamp cooler for a while. It's amazing.
This is the campground at Bull Shoals White River State Park. It stretches along one of the prettiest sections of the river. There are more than 100 campsites, from full hookups for RVs to rent an RV units for those who want to try camping but don't have an RV or tent. Before we left town, we had to get the blow-up kayaks out and take them out on Bull Shoals Lake. I took my old Sony camera, so the audio's not good, but I hope you enjoy this little home movie. You gotta come this way. Talk to this camera, so I'm not sure if you can hear me, but we have paddled all the way over to these cliffs, and we were noticing how, why are you laughing?
I was scooping water in my mouth.
We forgot to bring water bottles, and he's so desperate he's drinking lake water. You alright?
I drank a little, now it's not wet or dry now.
Hi kids! We were talking about how these cliffs look so different than the ones that we're used to at Greer's Ferry. And what'd you think, babe? They're limestone?
Yeah, definitely.
They're white. They're really pretty. I like the way that the fall colors are coming out on the trees that are sitting on top of the rocks. It's just picturesque. Are you done drinking lake water now? Yep. What's up there, babe? Good in here. No way, yeah, it's getting shallow down here. What is this? For us, our visit to Bull Shoals, Arkansas has been amazing. This is a trip we will never forget. Arkansas is full of small towns, and they can be easy to overlook. They aren't always included in the glossy travel guides, but my advice is to close your eyes, place your finger on a map, and challenge yourself to go explore that area. Discover someplace new, meet the locals, and let the adventure find you. If you watched until the end, scan the QR code on your screen so you can become an All About Arkansas insider and receive exclusive perks. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.